9, 8.
You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
I have a quick question to ask everyone. All right. I need you all to be on your best attentive span right now. Do you all like ramen? Because I'm going to be ramen all these great deals in your face tonight. Stick around. We got a great show for you guys. Does anybody know who Landon is? As in you can trip and land on all these great deals we got going on. Welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompan. It is great to be here with you guys this weekend. I am freshly returned from Phoenix Fan Fusion. We had an incredible show out there. We sold pretty much everything. There was like a little small stack of books that were left at the end, but it was like, it was minimal, and I had a great experience. And lo and behold, Todd McFarlane walks by my booth on Friday. I didn't mention any of the Spawn videos to him because it's like, I'm around the Todd father, So I basically just thanked him and mentioned a mutual friend of ours to him. And I actually met Todd before, but of course he doesn't remember who that guy was because, But super cool guy. And I had a really great time at the show. I connected with a lot of people from, who were at the show, like hanging out and doing stuff too. So some of those people might even show up in the show tonight. So hopefully that'll be the case. But anyway, either way, we have a really great show for you guys tonight. I'm going to let you know right now that everything you see on this lower rack, as well as the top here, is all brand new stuff. This is all stuff that I picked up last week from Atlas Comics prior to this week's show. So that I could be ready for you guys when I got back from Phoenix. So here we are. I have returned. And the greatest thing about this show was the amount of inventory that we sold. We sold over 400 pounds of books this weekend. Like, that is crazy. I am just so happy. And the Yushin Shin Warrior and Defender graphic novel is now officially out of print. Until we get that next shipment in, it is out of print. I don't have copies right now at all, which is a really good feeling. Marks, we also had some copies left that didn't get pre-ordered on the Kickstarter campaign. I moved a bunch of those books too, so that was really cool. Warline 1 sold out again, which is really great. Warline 2 sold out. We're out of our variants now, so really great experience, really great show. I'll write a post about it at some point, but I've just been, handling a bunch of other things in the meantime. So, he knows about the videos. He's plotting his revenge. Yeah, Leonard Pig needs to buy the entire lower rack. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something about the lower rack. Every single one of the books on the lower rack tonight is $4 and not a cent higher. Kid you not. Honest Injun. Or should I say honest Junjin or Jew. Honest Jewish Injun. That didn't stick the landing. All right. Anyway, same deal as always. You spend $25 with me, you get to spin this awesome wheel here. If you spend $50, you get free shipping on your order. Those of you guys who've been kind of paying attention to my social media lately, you know that we are looking for a new artist on Yushin Shin. We've got a ton of submissions that came in, so I think I've got like 30 submissions to review. I'm just going to wait until I have some time to really sit down and review everything. We got Bree in the house, and we got Leonard in the house, and we got Chris in the house, and we got Heath in the house. We got a nice full crew here tonight. Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. Speaking of which, when I'm not like working on comics or selling comics, I've been reading a whole ton of comics, and I am reading James Tynan's Detective Comics run, which I was able to put together entirely with one visit to Atlas. He had the entire run, and every book was like between $1 and $2, which was amazing. So now I'm like on the 6th issue of this series, and this is some really good stuff. And coming off of the Benjamin Percy Wolverine, which I'm now caught up on, I think issue 50 hits shelves this week, so I'm going to read that, and then I think I'm gonna sell off that entire run. The James Tynion Detective Comics, really good stuff. And if you guys see any of those books, I'm going to push them really hard because you guys all need to read it. What's up, Roberto? How you doing? NWO for life. That's right. All right. First book we have tonight is Kong the Untamed, number 5. And like I promised you guys, everything on the lower rack tonight is just $4. So this is going for $4 for Kong the Untamed, number 5. God, you know what I'm just realizing when I like go in this areas, I didn't shave over that area well enough. Not that you guys needed that detail, but I figured I'm being candid. So as soon as this show's done, I need to like go back and reshave. It's a lot of work being as handsome as me and having to maintain everything. I need to have my own personal designer. I kind of got a G.G. Allen look going for me, right? Like, look, this is totally G.G. Allen style. He has invaded this show again. Oh, boy. All right. Next book I got here is Lex Luthor, the unauthorized biography. You know where they modeled this after? And I'm not trying to get anybody, worked up here politically, but this was, I think, based off of the Donald Trump autobiography or biography, isn't it? Hold on. I'm going to pull it up on my phone real quick. Luther looks like he needs to like get some exercise, Stop hitting up that late night McDonald's, dude. It's only $4. Where's the biography? There was a biography of him that was written in like, I think the 70s or 80s at some point when he was liked by everybody before he got into politics. But I think this is a cool kind of trippy cover. So when I saw this, I was like, this is pretty awesome. And Adam Kubert's the artist on this. You can't go wrong with this. This is going to go for $4. Art of the Deal. The Art of the Deal is right here. That's right. Art of the Deal. That was the cover for it. Art of the Deal. Let me just pull up that cover real quick. Yeah, see, it's like right here. Yeah, you look at that Luthor cover, which was really great, It's like DC knew he was DC knew he was notorious before. All right, I'm not going to get in there. I'm not stating any political, opinions here. All right, here's my political opinion with my G.G. Allen beard here. My political opinion is that we need to throw feces at every single politician and pig's blood on them, and that's it. Forget tar and feathering while playing heavy metal music. We need to do it. We just need to show up and do it. I know that they were trying to do it. Oh man, now like bringing up January 6th. I was doing a live stream sale while January 6th was happening. People were so happy not to pay attention to the news that we actually had a really good show. Yeah, but I'm totally all about the fecal matter. It's how you handle things, all right? And speaking of that kind of monkey business, we have the Monkey Prince, number 1 here. This is a Art of the Squeal. Break out the deal. Ronnie James Dio. GG 2069, make feces great again. All right, we got the Monkey Prince, number 1. This is a limited series. This was a pretty hot title when it came out last year. Did you guys know that I was actually once hired to write a film adaptation of The Monkey King? It never got made, but it was still kind of cool that I got a chance to do this. It was for the Chinese market, and it was a great opportunity. So we got the Monkey Prince, number 1, going for $4. Onrie and G.G. Allen, 2069. I'll do it, guys. If you support me, I'll do it. I have the first appearance of 3D Man, number 35 of Marvel Premiere, featuring 3D Man. Heads up, Hitmen, I'm coming for you, and there's nowhere you can hide from me. That's pretty cool. This is going to go for $4. First 3D Man. One day this will be worth like $10. I swear to God. All right, the next book. But you never know, right? No one ever thought the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon was ever going to matter when you really think about it, right? Like, that was such a silly character. You know, here's a raccoon in space. But look at what happened from Rocket Raccoon. So this is an opportunity to own a first appearance of a Marvel character, no matter how silly, for just $4. And you never know what can happen with them. If they do them as well as they did Rocket Raccoon, I mean, anything can be done well. Let's just put that out there. So, isn't every man 3D man? 3D as opposed to, I don't know. Have you guys been to the expo? So you can expose these great deals to all you guys.
Oh, yeah!
Next up, I got Black Panther number 51. This is a pretty cool cover here. It kind of reminds me of the Web of Spider-Man number 1. Do you guys remember that cover? The one that was done by, oh gosh, what's his name? He's a really talented artist. Man, why is his name? I know him. I know his name very well. He actually did a really cool graphic novel too. Spider-Man 1 cover art. Charles Vess. Sorry, Charles Vess. Thanks, Leonard. Dang it. All right. Black Panther 51 is off to Roberto. First claim of the night. Charles Vess. That was an accident. This cover, however, was done by Al Milgrom, who I believe drew a lot of Black Panther. He drew a lot of things. All right, next up, I got another nice find. We have the Sensational Spider-Man number 1. This is the first appearance of Ben Reilly in the Spider-Man outfit in this series, and it's just going to go for $4. This is like a $10 book all day. Just letting you guys know. You can grab it right now for just $4. This is a steal. A total steal. You guys would literally be robbing me at gunpoint. The opportunity is there. I have the Speed Force number 1. We have Max Mercury, Jay Garrick, Jesse Quick, and the Flash and Kid Flash. This is done by Mark Waid, Jim Aparo, very well-known Batman artist, doing the Speed Force. This is pretty cool for $4 right now. Now, I know I don't have a lot of Flash fans here, but I think we need to change that because the Flash comics are great. You know, forget that movie. That movie's nothing like that. Movie's not even worth talking about. The CW show, I think, does a really great job, but nothing comes close to the comics. Sorry, the comics are way better. And the one thing I'm going to say about reading DC comics, they're really easy to get through. Like they're not books that always like stump you. Like I really love Detective Comics and Batman. Those are books that just kind of keep you engaged and you want to know what happens next. John Wesley Shipp is still your Flash. I agree because he's a great actor. He was great in the role. All right, next up we got Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 129. Really cool cover here. I like this. And this is going to go for just $4 right now. Lois Lane number 129. I'm Superman's girlfriend, but there's only time to save one. To save one of us. Which one? There's like a snake who's about to bite her. Can he just save them both? I mean, he could use his like laser eyes to just kill the snake and then just grab both women at the same time. Steve, what's up, man? How you doing? Heath, I see your claim. Heath grabs Lois. Roarish Rain! All right. I watched South Park End of Obesity yesterday. Has anybody seen that yet? If you haven't, you must. It's so good. Steve, I'm doing great, man. I'm back from Phoenix. Good to be home. Had a great show out there. We're very, very close to selling out of everything, but we sold out of a lot of titles. Some of our first printings went out completely, so I'm very happy. Mr. Dan Price is in the house. Dan Price is a comic book creator, and one of his books is a FOMO book for tonight, and I'm really excited about it. I just got a package from him a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, you know what? I'm looking for some FOMO books. That's a cool one, and this one pops out. So be on the lookout. In the first hour, we're gonna once we hit the top of the hour, I will showcase the FOMO books. Dan, how you doing, man? How was Comic Palooza for you? I had a really great Phoenix Fan Fusion. Dan was over at Comic Palooza, which is actually in Jen King's neck of the woods. And you're local to Houston, right? If I'm not mistaken. All right, next book we got here is Batman Europa, number 1 of 4. This is just a cool cover. And it's going to go for just $4. It's Batman holding the Joker and being like, why would you do that again? Stop doing that. Don't do that. $4 on Batman Europa. Except he's saying it with a European accent. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do it, okay? You got a problem? It will give you a problem. I don't think I'm going to come to LA Comic-Con this year just because it's so close to New York Comic-Con. However, I will be in San Diego at the end of June for the American Library Association. So my next big move right now is I've been writing a lot of historical graphic novels for the last 15 years. And distribution in comic shops has always been a challenge for me because, comic shops, I love them all. And I think that a lot of them really want to support independent comics, but comic shops have to cater to their customers because that's what keeps the lights on. And I think our books have a challenge in that environment because of that. And a lot of independent comics have that problem, which is one of the reasons why I try and showcase them and do what I can when I can. The main reason why I don't do it more often is because I need to have time to actually read these books. And there's just so much stuff for me to constantly read through, and I'm only one person doing everything. But there are comic shops out there, like, for example, Graham Crackers or Challengers in Chicago, that will actually take the time to read and review independent comics and do all that kind of stuff. But, they're one of very few types of shops. Most comic shops, they're set on, they have so much inventory that putting a focus on independent stuff is a risk for them because they have to take time to sell it and they have to take time to read it. And, they may not be able to allocate the resources to doing it. So it's a challenge. But I feel like libraries, what's really cool about them is that there's so many libraries throughout the country, and we do historical graphic novels, so that's already a major in for us. So that's something that I'm going to be focusing on for that. But I don't really have any big comic conventions. Like, I'm skipping San Diego this year. I was trying to get into Raleigh, but I'm not sure that's going to work out. And it's not that I'm really skipping San Diego. I'm just kind of waitlisting. In order to get your own booth, which is what I want at San Diego, you have to go on a waiting list. So I'm there right now, and I think it's like a couple years until they'll basically let me know when a space opens up, and then I can get in there, and then I'm in for good. But that takes time, and who knows when it'll happen. So usually they say it's like about 3 or 4 years of waiting, but we'll see. WonderCon, I didn't really have much of interest to do because I heard a lot of people didn't have a good show. It's like Easter Sunday, and I don't like doing shows on big major holidays. Not because of me, but because of the customers. Like, most of the time, people aren't there to buy on those days. They just kind of show up after church, and just a lot of work, and it never pays off. But LA Comic-Con, it's also a very challenging show. Like, it's not a really big earner for me. So I have to kind of like focus on the shows that I can do. However, that being said, I am heavily debating spending some extra time in California because my sister, she lives in California. So I usually just crash with her. So I'm going to take her car and I'm going to drive up to San Diego. And then afterwards, I'm going to drive back to her place. She lives in LA. So I might do like a store signing or something. If you guys want to see me at your local comic shop or something like that, like, I know we got a couple of you guys who are from California, just hit me up, send me a message and be like, hey, Onrie, talk to my LCS. And if you guys want, I don't care if I sell books. I'll just come by and hang out with you guys. Anything I don't sell at ALA, I'll just bring with me over there. And, if you guys don't want to hang out or whatever, totally down to do that. No, skipping Heroes Con this year. Father's Day, can't do it. They got to change it. I've been to Heroes Con before. It's a great show, but I can't do it on Father's Day. That's my time with the kids. I'm recently divorced, so that's one of the holidays when I always have the kids. So unless I bring them out with me, that's the only way. But it's my youngest is still he's still too young, and I'd be going there with 2 kids and managing a convention. It's a lot of work on my end. So maybe in the future we'll figure something out. I would love to do Heroes Con if it doesn't fall on Father's Day. All right. But anyway, Valen Rook, welcome to the show, man. All right. Next book we got here is a really cool foil done by Joe Quesada. At least the cover is. The interior is done by Howard Porter, but cover, definitely Quesada. We have the Ray, number 1, going for $4. How cool is this? Just $4. I was talking with another creator out there. He's actually more of like a art print guy, but he's been doing this a really long time. And his prints are sort of like a staple of the comic convention scene. We're talking about, where the industry is right now, the convention scene. And this is why comic conventions are so important. Like, I may not get my comics into shops, but my books sell because I'm out there selling them. That's the only way you can really build a market, And it's hard, and it's getting harder because inflation is just absolutely killing this country right now. And people have less money to spend when they go to cons. And everybody's kind of like seeing a little bit of a dip in sales right now as a result of it. Because keep in mind, when people come to these conventions, they're not coming there to buy independent comics. They're coming there to go see the attractions. Any money that they spend on me is a luxury for them. So it's just because they have the disposable income. So, and it's not just for me, it's for everybody. So you really got to stand out. And one of the things he said to me that I really kind of like took to heart is you really got to focus on the shows that bring you the max dollar and really invest into growing at those shows and just focus on doing those rather than being everywhere. Focus on the bigger shows because I'm always here with you guys. So it's always a lot easier. And I want to do that more consistently because when I'm traveling, it throws everything off. There's a reason why my show got moved from Wednesdays to Tuesdays because this is the day that I can be most consistent. No matter what's going on, no matter what convention's happening, I'm always at home on a Tuesday. So I can make it work. So that's kind of the idea. But as far as my channel goes, my channel's taking a hit as a result. So I want to be at home as much as possible, but going to conventions is vital for the growth of my business. And it's also how I reach new buyers and make new friends and do all that kind of stuff. So all of it kind of works together in sync. All right. Next book we have here is really cool. This is a Mark Bagley variant of X-Force number 1. And this is the X-Force number 1 that takes place in the Krakoa age of X-Men, which is now coming to a conclusion. In this particular issue, actually, what? Oh, it's a different one. My bad. Actually, this is a different book. This isn't X-Force 1, it's New Mutants 1. He must have done 2 covers. Yes, the other one had like the X-Men on it. So it's a connecting cover. This is one of the connecting covers. And it's all done by Mark Bagley. And it's like the entire X-Men universe. And so this is New Mutants number 1. Really gorgeous artwork, by the way, in this book. This is a phenomenal looking book. Colors and everything just really pop. This is going to go for $4 for the connecting covers. That would be a cool thing to own, right? You get all the connecting covers. And I can see what I could do about helping you find the rest. Shouldn't be that expensive either. $4 on this. New Mutants number 1. All right, now this book right here is a My Loss is Your Gain book. Okay, so I am currently putting together a run of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil because I can't. People aren't shutting up about it. I've been reading his Batman, and I'm absolutely loving his Batman. That's my favorite book on racks right now. You won't ever hear me shut up about it. And prior to that, I've always been hearing over the years great things about his Daredevil run. And I picked up a few loose issues, and I read them, and they were all fantastic. The most key thing that happened in his run was a new Elektra becoming Daredevil. So there was a new Daredevil that was introduced. Because once again, Matt Murdock ended up in prison. I don't know why this is, but every single issue where Matt Murdock goes to jail, the price of that book is always a lot higher. But anyway, when I was at Atlas, I was starting to hunt for that run, and I was only able to find one issue. And while I was at the convention, I pitched this dealer. He was just walking down, and I said, "Hey, can I tell you about my comic?" I gave him the pitch and everything. He goes, "Well, I'm a local retailer out here." And I told him I told him I went to every single booth that I could find at the convention to start building out my Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run. None of them had any issues. I was only able to find one book out there, and I was only able to find one issue at Atlas. So I was like hoping when I went to Phoenix that I'd be able to find something, at least something over there. But it's not that there weren't any books there. There just wasn't that title. There were a lot of books there and a lot of different stuff, but there just wasn't a lot of the series. The thing about this run is it had a very low print run. We're talking like, under 50,000 units for most of the books. So these books sold very fast, and that was it. They would get like multiple printings, but that would be it. His entire run is like, people just won't shut up about it. So this was the one issue that I found. And then going back to that retailer, he's like, I have a bunch of those issues at my store. And I said, well, that's awesome. And he goes, I said to him, like, I wanted to buy something while I was here, but I can't make it to your store because I'm from Chicago. I don't have a car. He goes, well, I'll be back Sunday. Call my store tomorrow and, let them know what you're looking for, and we'll put together something for you. So they went over to the shop, or I called up on Saturday while I was working the floor at 11 a.m. And the staff was so kind. They went and checked everything out for me, which I was really happy about. They were able to get me 10 of the issues that I was looking for, and they gave me a really good deal on it. So I get all the books. One of the books that happened to be in there was this book because I didn't inventorize it. So I was like, now I'm stuck with 2 copies. So I'm bringing it all back to this issue of Daredevil number 6. This is actually Legacy number 655, and it's part of the second series, which follows Elektra as Daredevil. So this is a really cool run here. Very hard book to find. Keith is already claiming it. It's $4. Yes. Valen Rook, the Ray is a foil cover. Yes, it is, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. What's up? What's up, Don? How you doing? And Don, just so you know, it's not JD behind the producer's wheel anymore. It is Jay Burns, the legendary Jay Burns. And Jay and I have been working together for, I want to say, about 5 months now, right? When did we start? When did we make the move to Tuesday nights? You can chime in if you want, Jay. Say hi to everybody. We all want to hear from you.
I don't remember exactly, man, but it feels like a lifetime, but in a good way.
That was the nicest insult anyone's ever given me.
I love working with you, man. You know that.
I like working with you too. You know who else I really like working with is Eileen. Do you know who Eileen is? I lean over and show you this next book right here. Oh! The Ray gets cleaned by Valnrock. Valnrock, do me a favor. Fill out the form that that Jay, not JD, Jay is going to drop in the comments right now, and make sure you fill that out so that I can stay in touch with you and send you an invoice. 3 weeks. And Valnrook, what is your name? I'd just like to know so that I can call you by your name. Or if you want me to call you Valnrook, that's fine too. Just let me know what to call you so that we have I know who I'm talking to. I got Spider-Man Hot Shots here. This is a one-shot book. Really cool cover. It looks like an Alex Ross. Probably isn't. Let's look inside. Whoa, the cover's like a poster. But it's so weird. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. This is actually a big art book here. And there's stories on the inside too. This is really badass. This is like a poster book. Spider-Man Hot Shots is going to go for $4 right now. This is so worth the pickup. What, a poster book for War Lion 3? Henry will send you inappropriate pictures. All right, I got Seeker 3000. This is Marvel Premiere number 41. They fled a dying Earth to seek salvation in the stars. Really cool. This is going to go for $4. Pretty good shape, too. I want to say this is a Fine Plus newsstand. Keith. All right, cool. We have another Keith here, too, so I'm going to call you Keith Vollenrook. I'll call you both names. How's that sound? Seeker 3000, Marvel Premiere 41 is going for $4. All right, up top, I got some two-parters. These are $10 two-parters, okay? But they're complete runs, which is what I love about them. So I have Night Terrors, which is basically about this character. This happened pretty recently, like last year. There's a character named Nightmare, and he basically put everyone to sleep, and everybody was having their own nightmare. And they all had like two-parters. So there was a Batman, a Joker, a Harley Quinn, and a Catwoman, a Punchline. There was like a whole bunch of them. So this is the Harley Quinn Night Terrors, part 1 of 2 and part 2 of 2. This is done by Teenie Howard, and she's an excellent writer, and Ben Templesmith. We're going to do this set. The Night Terrors Harley Quinn is going to go for $10. And then I have the Catwoman one, which is also written by Teenie Howard. Some of these were actually really, really good. I only read the Joker one, and the Joker one was really great. So the Night Terrors Harley Quinn. Do you want the Catwoman too, Bree? Let me know. Let me know if you want the both of them, both sets. Perfect. 10 and 10. Wonderful. Thank you so much, my dear. And next up, we got She and Daredevil number 1 and number 2. The final set. This is done by Billy Tucci, who created She, and Gutierrez. I don't know who Gutierrez is, but this is a really cool set here, and it's going to go for just $10. Daredevil and She. Do not skip this. This is awesome. I've been holding on to this for a year, by the way. This is going to go for $10 for this set. All right. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, it's time to bust out the new $2 books, and then we're going to be pushing for our FOMO books in the next 35 minutes. Less than 35 minutes, 25 minutes. Stick around. I'll be right back.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
And we're back. We had a solid opening. I'm going to fill up the rest of the bottom rack. Now, it's kind of like everything's going to be priced a little bit differently because we're going off of the books now, and I'm running out of these $4 books here. So we're going to start off with Batman 125. I still have a copy of this. Highly recommend grabbing this. This is the first appearance of Failsafe. Now, I have a copy of this for my personal collection, and I had to go on eBay and spend $10 on it, plus shipping and handling. I'm doing it for $10 tonight, okay, for Batman 125, first appearance of Failsafe. Next up, I got Detective Comics 411 in foil. This is the first Talia al Ghul. This is going to go for $15. $15 today for Detective Comics 411. First Talia al Ghul in foil. I have another foil book here. We got Batwoman #1. This is going to go for $10. Batman #125. Don, have you been reading Chip Zdarsky's Batman? This is the starting point. Read this book and you will be hooked on the run. I think you are. You bought a number of the variants. But if you haven't read it yet, it's freaking good. It's amazing. I have Cable #1 here. I've been watching Deadpool 2. Yeah, it's really good. This is just worth having in your collection. The 1A cover, you're never going to go wrong with a 1A cover. 1A covers are always what people want anyway. That's what's always going to hold the most value. And some variants will too, depending on how rare they are, but you're most of the time going to have to jump in order to own them. You know, you're going to have to jump in with both feet. All right, so Cable #1, going back to Deadpool 2. I really love how Deadpool 2 made fun of Cable for being racist. I thought that was great. When he killed Black Tom, he's like, "You killed Black Tom, you racist." Deadpool 2 was fantastic. But Cable #1 is even better than that stupid movie, and that's why you want to own this comic right now. I got a price tag on the back for $8. I'll do this for $5. It's $5. And then I got Marvel Team Up Annual Spider-Man and Alpha Flight #7. This is going to go for $4. And then I'll do this for $4 too. Let's make it out. White Wade Wilson. Surprised no one's jumping on that Batwoman #1 foil at $10. That's a steal. Okay, we got 2 runs to fill up here. I have Doctor Strange, Mark Waid, and Jesus Saez's Doctor Strange. We have #1, #2, #3, #4, and #5. This entire run is going to go for $15. $15 on this whole run. It's an ongoing series, but this is the first 5 issues. It's a great jump on point. You're basically spending $3 a book. $15 gets you those first 5 issues. Those are all 8 covers. Great jump on point, like I said. It's a great run. I absolutely love Mark Waid as a writer, but that run of Doctor Strange in particular is some very good stuff. If you're a fan of Doctor Strange, that's the book for you. And then next up I have The Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. I have #1, #2, #3, #4, #5, #6, #7, '8, and #9. Now, each of these books is about they're all priced between $7 and up. Some of them are even priced at $10. But I'm going to do a solid deal on this. I'm going to do it for $50 tonight with shipping included. So $50 on Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. You automatically unlock free shipping and spin on the wheel. I've heard it's a lot better than the Dark Knight Strikes Again. A lot of people have been saying it's actually a pretty good run. I haven't read it. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to do so. I have this Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft variant here. This is the Elvira, the real Elvira's on the cover. God, she's so hot. I mean, great. She's an awesome person. Love her personality and stuff, too. I've never met her before, but I heard she's really great. This is going to go for $10. $10. All right. Now, let's get down to $2 comic territory. We got some really cool stuff for you guys tonight. The first book of the night. I have The Tomb of Dracula, number 44. This is a reader-friendly copy. You can see the tear on the bottom, tears on the side here, but it is still a fully put-together comic. Aside from this cover damage, you can still read it and enjoy it. It's going to go for just $2 right now. Tomb of Dracula, number 44. Even low-grade books hold value. I just want to point that out, too. Dracula's off to David Moore. David Moore! I have The Phantom Stranger, number 36. That's going to go for $2. I got Nightwing, number 41. I don't know if we have the video. Nightwing 42. Nightwing 43. 44. Oh, man, this is a huge run here. Hang on a second. Phantom Stranger, number 36 is $2. I'm going to put it up here. And now we got this huge Chuck Dixon Nightwing run here. This is really cool. Nightwing 41. 42, 43, looks like he teams up with another vigilante named Nightwing. 44, number 45, number 46, number 47. My man Patrick Zerker worked on this. 48, 49, and number 50. That is looks like a 10-issue run. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 books here. Normally be 20. We'll knock it down to 15 if you plug this entire run for me. Nice straight flush run here. And run filler, technically, if you're looking to put together the entire run. But you're basically paying $1.50 per book if you get them all at 15. Totally worth the grab. So that's a steal. That's a $1.50 grab. All right. Otherwise, it'd be 20. I'll knock it down to 15. Let's move these books. I have the Doom Patrol Annual, number 1. That's going to go for $2. That's it for the Doom Patrol Annual. I can't believe that. That is like a $4 or $5 book all day. I got Green Arrow Rebirth, number 7, number 8, number 9. Skipping 10, but we got, we got 10. I have 11. I have 21, 22, 23, and 24. This will also be a $1.50 run. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. $1.50 times 9. What's that going to be? $13.50. Call it $12. You give me $12. These Green Arrow books are yours. Actually, I'll knock it down to 10. If you want them all, it's $10. I need to move those books. So it's basically 9 comics for $10. You're essentially getting them for like $1 something per book. $1.10 per book. Scream Curse of Carnage number 5 is $2. The Amazing Spider-Man Clone Conspiracy Omega number 1, $2. Dr. Fate number 18 is $2. Green Lanterns number 18 is $2. Old Man Logan number 1, perfect jump on point for Jeff Lemire's run, $2 on that. Survivors Club number 1 from Vertigo. That's $2. Ben Reilly the Scarlet Spider number 6 is 2. Superman Wonder Woman number 28. That's 2. Hellcat versus Hetty number 5. That's $2. G.I. Joe number 9, $2. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 5 is 2. Red Sonja 18 is 2. Squadron Supreme number 12 is 2. Prez, the first teen president, number 1 is going to go for 2. Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther number 3 is $2. That's a cool cover and a good book. I really liked this Black Panther. Brian Stelfreeze worked on this. Brian was a mentor to my good friend Afua Richardson and mentored by David Anthony Kraft, who mentored me. We had the same mentor. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Free Comic Book Day. Pretty cool. $2. The Coming of the Supermen, number 5 by Neil Adams is 2. Batman, number 6 from Tom King's run. And number 8, both $2 a piece. It's $4. Coming of the Superman number 1, we got that issue 2 going for $2. Neil Adams Superman for $2. The late great Neil Adams. Okay, let's see what got claimed. ASM and that's song now. Titans Rebirth number 1, $2. I got 6 and 8 off the dot. That's what I'm talking about. Did you guys hear my ramen joke earlier when I started this show? Does anybody like ramen? Do you like when I ramen these great deals down your throat? I am going to get a D's Nuts joke in here by the end of the show. I have Star Wars number 6. That's going to go for $2. And number 10 is $2. Get them both for 4. Some people don't understand the nut jokes. It's not about the nuts themselves. It's about the play on words and how you could basically use any word to get back to it. It's a very immature thing, but I'm a guy. It's guy humor. And I've come to understand this very recently as I get older. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's all I can say. The humor doesn't go across. Oh, come on, not crickets. Damn it, not crickets. Not again. You know what this does to me, Roberto? It makes me not happy when I'm selling. I'm getting into rage. The rage in me, I'm trying to calm the rage down. Rage selling, stay down. All right, we don't want any rage selling on this show.
David Moore!
I followed up only with the mariachi music. Roberto, we're going to bring in the mariachi music on tomorrow's show. I promise you, I'm going to do something. You have inspired me. All right, I have Justice League number 1 by Brian Hitch. This is pretty badass. It looks like he did the cover. Nope, it's Yannick Paquette. I don't know if it's Brian Hitch or another Hitch. Could be Eddie Hitch or Brian Hitch. Isn't it Brian Hitch? Sorry. Where's the credits? Let's see here. Brian Hitch is the writer. Tony Daniels the artist. Tony Daniels an amazing artist. He actually lived in a neighboring town to me for a while. Then he left Illinois. This is going to go for $2. Batman and Robin Eternal number 8 is $2. Then I have Mercy Sparks, created by my good friend Josh Blaylock. He's been publishing this for a long time. We have Mercy Sparks number 1 going for $2. Says $4, and I can tell you, Josh works conventions and has been doing a lot, as Devils do, for a long time. And that guy is a success in my book. We're working very hard in this business. I have Age of Apocalypse number 2. That's going to go for $2. Star-Lord number 6 is $2. Superman number 21 is $2. Watchmen number 1 is $2. New Superman number 2 is $2. Book of Death, The Fall of Ninjak number 1 is $2. X-Men 92. Well, technically it's X-Force 92. Got Deadpool on the cover, going for $2. Venom Space Knight number 10 is $2. And Batgirl number 45. We have a Terry Dodson variant cover here. I never read the Venom Space Knight run. Does anybody know anything about that? Can anyone give us a pitch? Ready to run through a wall after the David Moore video, and Jay says he's ready. He's fighting a bear as he speaks. Jay is shirtless bear fighter. That's a secret identity. Oh my God, there's some cool stuff here. Mercy and Batgirl. Nice pickups, David Moore. Action Comics 52 is $2. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 6, Civil War II tie-in is $2. Doctor Who 7, $2. Adventure Time 52, $2. Star Wars Chewbacca number 2 is $2. Flash 752 is $2. Star Wars Darth Vader number 10, 13, and number 20, and number 21. That is $8 on this set. That is a solid run there. Hey, do you guys like Chewbacca? Chewbacca, these nuts.
Oh yeah!
I can ride a roller coaster, not be this tall. Road to Empire number 1, that's gonna go for $2. Tukey number 2 is $2. Canceled. Supergirl number 4. This looks like a tie-in to the TV show, the CBS TV show. $2. Regular Supergirl 40. That's $2. Suicide Squad number 4. $2 on this. Amazing Spider-Man 16. This is from Dan Slott's run. $2. Scarlet Witch number 9. Another Civil War II tie-in going for $2. I have another Suicide Squad number 4. This looks like a variant. It's going to go for $2. Green Lantern Black Stars number 1 is $2. The Batman Annual number 4 is $2. One more book here. Batman Superman number 24. Milestone issue. Yes, I'm cleaned. Heath. And the Batman annual goes off to Baltimore. You snooze, you lose. Don, let me see if I have another one of those Batman annuals at the warehouse. If I come across it again, I'll just set it off to the side. This comes from a collection I picked up from Chris Rupp at the Cleveland show I was at. So it's a big collection. I've been kind of slowly working my way through it, and I've come across a lot of the same books, over and over again. Lots of Batman in that run, or in that collection. So I'll see what I can. If I dig it up, I'll set aside a copy. I'll let you know by tomorrow. I have Hellions #1 going for $2, and Deadpool and Cable Split Second #3 going for $2. So while I'm waiting for some claims to come in, I'm going to put a question out to you guys. I'd love to hear your answer. My question to you is this. What is your favorite ongoing comic series right now that you are picking up at your LCS? What has been your favorite read right now? It could be anything. Marvel, DC, anything. Image, Boom, Independent. Tell me what you're reading and why you like it. Avengers Twilight. Yeah, that has been a really cool run. I really like it. Everybody says it's also Chip Zdarsky too. I've read the first issue. I need to pick up the other ones. They've been selling out, and there's always like 4 or 5 printings. Outside BT Ain't Ant. Is that a book by G.G. Allen, Don? I haven't heard of it. Sorry, I'm being a jerk. Oh, Redcoat? Yeah, I heard good things about Redcoat too. All right, we're at the top of the hour. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to make some space on the rack. I'm going to take down 8 different books.
Hey, Onrie, hold on just a second, brother. You're breaking up pretty bad.
Even now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try something here. How am I doing now? Is it better now?
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Is it a lot better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It's a lot better. Okay. Cool. All good on the signal? All right, great. I'm glad. All right, cool. All right, guys, we're going to take a short commercial break right now. When we come back, we're going to do our FOMO books. I'm going to clear off some stuff from the $2 rack. A lot of this stuff I'm going to keep kind of cycling through because this is all new stuff here, and it's all titles that I think you guys would like. So I'm going to keep kind of cycling this stuff through. So this is kind of like your last chance to claim some of this stuff right now. You will see it again, but it won't be for a little while. So, if you see anything, I'll give you, if you have any questions, I'll keep these books up. I'll take down 8 when we get back, and then we'll put up our FOMO books. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into the experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into the experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
All right, guys, so before we took our commercial break, I had finished filling up our double rack here. And what I also asked you guys was to answer a question for me, like, what's your favorite comic right now? What are you guys reading? What are you guys enjoying? So I got some really great answers from Don and Bree. And the reason why I asked this question is because I wanted you guys to pay a little bit closer attention to the books I'm going to show you that were up on the rack earlier that you guys may have missed out on. Each of these books is going to go for $2 right now. I'm taking them down for a couple of reasons, mainly because I need to make room for our FOMO books, but secondly because these are perfect jump-on points. You know, like if I had an opportunity to jump on any of these books at these prices, this is what I would do. And these are all number one, so it's like, give it a shot, you know. And if you've read it already, maybe consider getting a copy for your friend because this is only $2 for each book, all right? So let's get started here. I have Road to Empire, number one, going for just $2. Again, this is a perfect jump-on point. Regardless of where things are going in the series, you should be able to read this book and have a general understanding of what's going on and what to track down and to see if it's something you want to do. If not, you can flip it online for $5, probably. Titans Rebirth, number one. This is going to go for $2. Again, it's a good jump-on point. It's Rebirth. That was when DC was relaunching everything. Same thing with this Justice League number one, $2, perfect jump-on point. Written by Brian Hitch too. I've always known him to be an artist. Never knew him to be a writer. I have Green Lantern Black Stars number one. This is by Grant Morrison. It's a 3-part miniseries, going for just $2 right now, and a perfect jump-on point. Then I got Watchmen number one, DC Comics Essentials. Now, if you want a copy of Watchmen number one, first printing, you're going to have to spend some insane amount of money that I'm not even willing to spend yet. Oh, wow, it's only $20. Huh. It's not insane in price. Sorry. I just see one up here right now. There's another copy going for $25 and another one that's, but it's a fine condition. Yeah, I have to see how many copies I have of it. But anyway, you grab this Watchmen. Either way, it's only $2 and you get to read Watchmen number one. Oh, wait, is this Watchmen one? What the heck? Oh, it is Watchmen one. But on top of it being Watchmen one, there's extra content in here that tells you a little bit more about Alan Moore's legacy in DC Comics, as well as some current books that are coming out. On the backside, there's an essential graphic novels here for the DC universe, all for just $2. Totally worth it. Prez, the First Team President, number one, $2 on this. Again, totally worth grabbing. I see the claim on Titans. I got Keith on that. Keith Vollenrook. He's just like, just call me Keith, dude. Don't mess around. Don't mess around. All right. Next up, I got Neil Adams doing Superman. Now, Neil Adams died 2 years ago now, I believe. Is it 2022 or 2023? I believe it was May of 2022. And he left such an incredible imprint on this industry. And I knew Neil personally. I saw him at conventions and everything. He was a very approachable guy if you worked in the industry. He respected everyone that worked in this business very, very much. Didn't matter if you were at the top or at the bottom, whatever, wherever you were. He was there. He gave me a blurb for Eason Shin. He was awesome. He was just absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to see what year this was published because I want to know how recent it is. Okay, there we go. 2016. So this was published about 8 years before he passed away. But still, his work is as solid as ever. And it's not the full run. It's a 6-issue miniseries, but you're getting 2 parts of it. Both copies are in great condition, 8 covers for $4. Now you just have 3 issues left, and you got a full run there. Or sorry, 4 issues left, and you got a full run there. It's a nice run filler, and you got the number 1 right then and there. Survivors Club number 1. Take a chance on this. I haven't read it, but maybe you'll like it. It's a Vertigo book. Not sure if many of you guys have heard of this. It's done by Lauren, I don't want to botch her name, Bukes or Bucks. Dale Halverson is the writer. It's two writers on this. Bill Sienkiewicz did a cover for this book. Ryan, he's the cover artist. So this is actually Bill Sienkiewicz's work on the cover. That's pretty cool. And Ryan Kelly is the artist. The art in this book is really good. Vertigo never fails to deliver on a book that they put out. I have Hellions number 1. That's going to go for $2. Again, a good jump on point. And Old Man Logan number 1. Again, another great jump on point for a series. You got a number 1 here. $2. I will take you on that offer. Let's get rid of these Dark Knight books. They're off to you, Bree, at $40. Boom shakalaka. We got a deal. Thank you, my dear. Glad we can do business. All right. Looking for a run here for you guys, and then we're going to do FOMO books, I promise. I swear I will not kill anyone. I swear I will do these FOMO books. I have Wolverine patch number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Full run here going for $15. Where are my Wolverine fans at? $15 on this whole run. All right, it is FOMO time, but before that's the case, the OCD in me is going to go nuts if I don't show off at least patch comes off too. Bree, you can't get to the FOMO books if you keep calling things. Keep doing that! Since you're a fan of Wolverine, it seems, and I'm a big fan of Wolverine too. I'm finishing up Benjamin Percy's run right now. Just got issue 50 today from Pete. I have another Wolverine run for you, which I'll show in just a second. And 2 books to fill the $2 bin, and then we are off to FOMOs. The Night Terrors Catwoman books have been sold already, so I'm out of them, but I can see what I could do about finding another set for you. I don't have any, what the heck? Where's the rest of our patch books? Oh, there they are. Slipped over. I got those over at Atlas, so I can run over to Atlas at some point and see if I come across it, but yeah, sorry about that, Roberto. Those got called like real fast. You got to be on tonight's show. There's no ducking out and coming back in. Some of these shows, I know it's like you guys get distracted by other things, but that's when those deals are. This is when those deals are happening, you know. So I don't want you guys to miss out on the stuff. We really got some hot comics here, and I'm trying to get you guys the best prices I can. All right, I have Savage Wolverine #1, #2, #3, #4, and #5. This is all by Frank Cho, and I'm going to do this entire run here for $15. $15 for this entire run of Savage Wolverine. I have Manhunter oversized special. This is a Jack Kirby celebrating the King's 100th birthday, and Darkseid oversized special #1, $2. Oh man, dude! Now I feel guilty. Tell her we'll find her. Tell her I'll be on the hunt for it. Well, you guys don't see me when I go comic shopping, all right? I wear different shades for that. Okay, no one claimed the coming of the Superman. Those are off to you, Lorena. Good pickup there. This is the pickup you guys should all be upset about losing out on. I'm not kidding. Neil Adams, Superman. Lorena, congratulations. And of course, that's not to make any of you guys feel bad. You guys are all great. You guys all buy what you want. That's what I always say. Get the books that interest you. Because that's what I'm doing when I go to comic shops, you know? But I will say that my interests are heavily influenced by you guys. You guys, first and foremost, make me a comic reader before anything else. And lately I've been collecting a whole F-ton of books for me. Not because I'm looking to flip them or anything like that. They're just for me. And thus the sales price of those particular books are a little bit higher because they matter to me. You know, these are books that I took time, a great deal of time, not only selecting and keeping up to date on, but reading and enjoying and now passing on for someone else to do the same. So I take very good care of my comics, the ones that I buy for my personal collection, the stuff that I buy for these shows. Some of it comes in great condition, some of it's in crap condition, but it's not that way when I get it, you know. Very rarely am I responsible for damaging product, but it has happened, of course. Oh my God, this is what I love. Bree, you are fantastic. And here's what I'm going to do for you now. I'm going to go out and hunt down those Catwoman books for you, and I'm going to give them to you on the house when I find them, all right? So you just be patient with me, but I will be on the hunt for them, and I'm going to hook you up for the kindness that you're doing over here. Because you're a regular with me. You're always buying with me, so because you're being kind, I'm going to be kind. It's going to take me a while to find them at a good price where I feel okay to do that, but I will find it for you. Thank you so much, my dear. That was very sweet and kind of you. She is awesome. That is awesome. Roberto, this is what the show's about, man. This is like what we were talking about when we were in Seattle. Roberto came to visit me at Emerald City Comic Con. Drove all the way up from all the way down from Portland up to see me, and you know, he was extremely kind, and we went out to dinner one night and we celebrated. I had a really good day on the floor, and while we were talking, we were talking about what comics meant for us, and we were talking about Stan Lee, and Roberto mentioned his experience meeting Stan and how much that inspired him. And I like to see that kind of stuff live on through other ways in our business. And what Bree did tonight was Stan Lee level stuff. That was some Stan Lee level shit, girl. But it was, you know, this is what it's all about, is passing on the love for everybody. So I really appreciate that. And Bree, it is going to take me a while to find you those Catwomans, but I promise you I will find them and I will gift them to you. That's what I'm gifting you for your kindness. I love seeing that kind of stuff. Kindness is rewarded on this show. If you're an asshole, get out of here! If you're an asshole, I'll treat you to Dunkin', so I can Dunkin' these nuts in your mouth. Actually, it's not these nuts, it's those nuts. All right, it's FOMO time. You got the FOMO video? FOMO video?
It's FOMO time!
With
what's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a weirdo for missing out on these great tales. It didn't want to play. Well, Jay, actually, you're in the middle of like a shitstorm right now, if I'm not mistaken. How are you doing? Because like, there's like, I saw a picture from Jen King today, and she was like, "It's pretty black out here, and like, there are some nasty things happening in the sky." That is sucks. So for those of you guys who are in Texas right now, in Houston and surrounding areas, please be safe.
The rain's let up, and that's probably why earlier I thought you were breaking up. You were only breaking up on my end.
Oh, yeah, that sucks, man. Have you been to the expo? Or did I do the expo one already? I did the expo one already. All right, it's FOMO time. No one wants to hear any more nut jokes. It's FOMO time. I have giant size black cat infinity score number 1, and that is going to go for the low price of just $4 tonight. Holy crap, $4 FOMO? You're crazy. Battlestar Galactica number 2 is going to go for $4. Now, this mother effer is the book of the night. All right. I got this book for a sweet, sweet deal right before the episode of X-Men 97 came out. I got Battlestar for you, Roberto. So for those of you who are not caught up on X-Men 97, you're going to want to read this book before you actually watch the rest of the series. This book has really climbed up in value. You can look it up. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but something very key happens in this issue of X-Men 25. It's a big giveaway on the cover, but you need to pick up this book. You're going to want this for your collection. We got X-Men 25 tonight going for $30. $30. This book just shot up in value because of what happened on the show. A lot of these X-Men and Uncanny X-Men books have really gone up in value recently because of what we've been seeing. I got in on it before it was hot. It was actually, that book was a low book. And then it just shot up in value. Thank you, Roberto. Got you covered. I have this Thor variant here. This is Thor number 13. It's a Battle Lines cover done by Hee-Jin Jun. Really cool Thor cover. That's going to go for just $4. $4 on Thor 13. Really cool variant here by Hee-Jin Jun. I have Red Sonja, She-Devil with the Sword, number 11. That's going to go for $4. Detective Comics 522. The Sinister Snowman returns. I didn't price this out apparently. This sucks. Sometimes I rebag and board the books before I showcase them, before I take my FOMO pics, so that you guys can see them clearly in the photos. Okay, this is going to go for just $10 tonight for Detective Comics 522. It's pretty much what it's selling for on eBay. So $10 on this. I'll actually knock it down to 8. 8 if we can move it now. I have Swamp Thing number 19. Swamp Thing number 19 is going to go for $4. Oh my God, $4. And the final FOMO book, Dark Man, Enter a Theater of Madness. I'm actually putting together a run of this right now because I want to read it. Has anybody seen Dark Man? It's a Sam Raimi movie starring a very young Liam Neeson. One of the few 90s superhero movies that didn't suck. It was a really cool film and a really cool character. He could basically become anyone else for a limited time, and then his mask would melt, and he would like be an ugly, deformed dude. But he's like a superhero who's out for an anti-hero. Yeah, Dark Man was totally rad, and that's going to go for $4. And Dan Price, we have Dan Price in the house. This is a really talented comics creator here. And we have a copy of his book, his newest book, which I just got in the mail the other day. Comes with a print and everything on the back. Dan, I'm going to be honest, I haven't read Bigfoot Knows Karate Hennigan, but I was looking for something today. And here it is. Can you tell me what you are selling these for right now so that I know what to hook people up with? And can you tell us a little bit about this new issue you have here? It's actually a FOMO book for tomorrow, but I had it downstairs, so I pulled it out. There's another cover, and I can go grab it. But if anybody wants it tonight, we'll work it out for you guys. We'll have it up as a FOMO book, and if anything, I'll see if I can get another copy from Dan. So it'll still be a FOMO book for tomorrow, if anybody wants to pick it up. All right, Swamp Thing that's claimed by Roberto. So for those of you guys who haven't read Bigfoot Knows Karate, it's a really great book. Dan Price is the writer and artist of it, and it's basically Bigfoot fighting Cthulhu, and then finding out that he's involved in some other governmental conspiracy, like they're like turning him into a special weapon and reprogramming him and doing all this stuff, and he's in the middle of some crazy stuff. And I read the first 2 issues, but I haven't read Hennigan yet. The foil is 20. It's a prequel and takes place in feudal Japan. That is awesome. That is badass. And I do plan on reading this. I just haven't had a chance to. I just got back into town, and let's open it up for everybody. So it's a foil. Dan, if I were to sell this and showcase it again tomorrow, would I be able to get another copy from you if someone wanted to grab it? So this is going to go for $20 for Bigfoot Knows Karate Hennigan. Hennigan. And if you guys have read the first 2 issues, you're going to want this foil. Okay, so we can get another one. We'll have this as a FOMO book for today and tomorrow. And it takes place in feudal Japan, so it's a prequel to the first 2 issues. I know we have a bunch of people on here who have picked up Bigfoot Knows Karate, and I know a lot of you guys love this book. This foil also comes with a really solid print. This is the one thing I love about independent comics is the creators. We really have to put ourselves out there. As someone who's been doing this for 15 years full time, there is a tremendous amount of commitment that goes into every single book that you put out, because you live and die by every single book that you put out there as a publisher. And I can tell you right now, that is exactly what Dan Price is doing with this series here. It is fantastic. Really, really good. Creating the book is where the hobby and the love of the medium comes in. Getting out there, publishing it, and getting it out there to other people, that's the work. That's where the real work comes in. And not to say that there isn't any work that goes into the production of everything, but that's like half the battle. Once there's an end sight for production, in the sense that you will finish this book, and then getting it out there and keeping it out there, that's the ongoing war that we're all fighting as independent comic creators. So we all got to support each other, and it all starts over here on this show. So those of you guys who have read issues 1 and 2, I know we got fans in the room here. I highly recommend grabbing this foil tonight at $20 for Bigfoot Knows Karate. And if we sell this, we'll have another copy of it tomorrow for our FOMO pick. And Dan Price, he's going to be able to get me another copy. But, here we are. Let's do a showcase. Let's see if we can move a couple more tonight. And Jay is also, mentioning his love of the series. And Jay always backs Kickstarter campaigns. He gets the books in. He opens them up for you guys. So I'm sure he's done have you done an unboxing for it?
Not this one yet, I don't think. But Sean's done a couple of them. I
Yeah.
unboxed yours though.
Yeah. No, I remember you doing mine. But yeah. All right. So we got Bigfoot Knows Karate Hennigan. This is a prequel. Again, this is a perfect jump on point too. Even if you guys haven't read issues 1 and 2, I might even have a set of issues 1 and 2. We could do a whole deal here. Make something work here for you guys. Just a second. mine on the. Actually, no, I don't. I sold out of it. I'm totally sold out of Bigfoot Nose Karate. I thought I had it set, but I don't. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. So I don't even have Bigfoot Nose Karate 1 and 2. Thought I did before, but guess I don't. All right, let's get back to what we have here. I'm going to take down our $2 books. Keep our FOMO books up for a hot second. These are just going to go back into the collection. And we're going to pull out some new stuff. If anyone wants a stack of comics here, I do it all for $25. Yeah, dude, it's totally sold out. It's the book, like Jay is saying, it's excellent. I don't have any more Bigfoot Nose Karate in stock. I'm completely sold out of it. I think Bree was the last person who picked up Bigfoot Nose Karate. Like, what I do with my independent books is like I'll showcase them, but then I don't want to like beat a dead horse, because I know I'm pitching to the same people, so I let it cycle for a little bit. Once I get someone new who comes in, that's when I kind of introduce the books again. So this I thought was a good time to do that. And plus you had a new book out too, so it made sense. But your book is honestly one I like reading, mainly because it just speaks to me from the martial arts standpoint. But I also I love your artwork, and I love what you put into the book, man. Like, you really are a talented mofo. Oh, you grabbed the blowtorch set. Okay. Hey, take care, man. Stay calm and release your inner mariachi. No, Bree wasn't the one who picked it up. Sorry. Miscalculated there. And sorry, Bree, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Of course, Dan. So how was Comic Palooza for you, dude? How was the show? It looked like you had a really good time over there. You had a nice setup. You had like a nice big booth. I have Deadpool, the Mercs for Money #2. That's going to go for $2. And Deadpool and the Mercs for Money #2. That's $2. And then I have a Deadpool 14 Civil War 2 crossover going for $2. That's awesome. That's how I feel about Phoenix. It was a good show. I had an inline booth, and I was right next to two of my friends who are also like really aggressive sales guys like me. So we were like, I was working from behind my table all weekend, just very unorthodox for me. You know, I'm usually in front of the table. And I think it was the right move because there was just so much traffic down the aisles. I don't think I would have wanted to be out in the center of the aisle. It's just a little too much. If I had bigger space, it'd be a different story. But overall, it's just, especially when you're in inline and you're an artist alley, it's like it's better to do your stuff from behind the table. But I had a good experience over there. You know, I'd love to get back out to doing shows where I have like big booths like I do at C2E2, because then it's like then I can't get out in the front of my aisle, and it's not like I'm not causing any harm to anyone or to any other business. It's more of a sort of a customer service thing for me, but. It's a personal preference. It's not something like I ever, feel like I want to upset any of my neighbors at conventions. So it'd be nice to do Phoenix on a larger scale going forward, and we'll see how that works out going into 2025. But it still was a great show. I mean, there was just so many people on the floor, man. Like, you could not walk the floor. And one thing it am really upset about this year is so many conventions that I have good experiences at and enjoy doing are always happening on the same weekend as another show that's more vital and important to me. So Phoenix is a vital and important show to me. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's a great show. We've sold out at that show like nearly every year. This year in 2019 were the 2 years we didn't sell out, but we were so close. It was just like a stack. I would say a stack of books this high that was left to sell, and I probably could have gotten through it if I had like an extra 2 hours. But I mean, at that point, it's like the frick cares, I just throw it inside a carry-on and go home with it. But it's one of those shows where I know I can sell through a ton of books. Comic Palooza was also a great show, but it's falling on the same weekend. And if I miss my spot at Phoenix, I'm not sure I'll be able to get back in because it's just such a huge show. And it's a huge comic show, too. Really great show. I love Phoenix. Every year I look forward to coming back out there. And I can't wait to come back next year. All right, going back to $2 books. Action Comics $5.43 and $5.46 and $5.96, $6.62, $6.87. I will do all of these books tonight for the low price of just $10. I have the Superman Annual number 6, Elseworlds. This is going to go for $2. I have Detective Comics 817, 818, 819, 826, 834. So this is all after the 1 year later thing. So for those of you guys who don't know, there was 52. Do you remember that series 52? It was about the 52 weeks when the Trinity was off, taking kind of like a break. But there was no break in the titles. They just automatically jumped to 1 year later. So time has passed. Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman have not been pulling their duties. They've been off doing something else. And now they're coming back and getting them started again. And things are rough because they've been gone for a year. And it's been really bad since they left. So I got this set here going for $10. This is what happens in the Batman Detective Comics run. I have Omega Men number 1 going for $2. I think it was issue 3 when we had the first appearance of Lobo. Pretty cool. Ultimate X-Men 46, 47, 48, 49. This is all written by Brian K. Vaughan. You know him from Saga. The guy who wrote Saga wrote these Ultimate X-Men books. $8 on this. He's a great writer. Redneck number 28 is $2. Bad Girls number 4, that is $2. Age of Apocalypse, this is a variant going for $2. Action Comics 983, 989 are going for $4 as a set. Uncanny Avengers number 11 and number 18. That's going to go for $4. I love being booth. I had such a great time. I mean, I was next to guys who were just as aggressive as me. I'm not kidding. Ironically, they were the guys I was also staying with at the convention, Ron Miltz and Chris Thayer. We booked an Airbnb together. And we've done some shows together before. These guys pull people because they understand that there is no market out there for what we do. If there was a place where we could sell our books without having to work this hard, believe you me, we would do it 100%. If I could sell Yishin Shin, without having to lift a finger, man, you better believe I would do it. The problem is people are not there for us at all. No one would care if we don't make them care. And these guys hustle. And if someone's going to hustle, I'm going to hustle. And we're going to respect each other, and we're going to make it work because we stay together, we're friends, we care about each other, and we want to see each other succeed. So there would be times when they would pull people and they'd be in front of my table, and then they would go back to them, and I'd let that go. And that was fine. You got to help your neighbors. You can't just whether you're behind the table or in front of the table or under the table, wherever the hell you are, you got to be respectful of your neighbors at conventions. You cannot steal sales from your from other people. And people will respond to that if they see it, like the people who are walking by. Believe me, I'm very aware of it. Been doing this a long time. And, the thing about it is I never pitch anyone until they come into my vicinity. If you're in my center of line and our eyes connect after I say, hey, can I tell you about my comic? You're mine. All right? That's it. But if people are just walking by and I see that they're standing over and looking at my neighbor's table, I don't say a damn thing to them. I don't make any eye contact with them. I know that they're there, but they're looking at my neighbor's stuff, and they need to see that stuff too. We all got to help each other. It's a very hard business. It's very brutal out there. Superman Elseworlds annual. And we were both successful. That was the best part. We were both working very hard, pulling people, doing all that stuff, but we were both successful. They had a great show, and I had a great show. I told them I would booth with them anytime. All my nut jokes tonight came from them. We were making nut jokes. We were laughing so hard. We were having such a great time. And then I ran into Mog and Mel. We hung out with Mog and Mel a lot. Mel's my boy. Mel's my homie. He's like I would honestly say that guy's like in a year from now or 2 years from now, that guy's going to be like one of my best friends. I freaking love hanging out with him and Mog. I feel the same way about Mog. We have all these like really cool philosophical discussions, and we go out to these really great restaurants. I posted them at my house back in for C2E2. We all hung out together in Phoenix. We hit up this really great Mexican place. They had some really good tacos, and they had a solid burrito over there too. And then we got some Thai food, and we went to this other place that was across the street. But we were all bonding. All of us were working hard and everything. And I remember reading this quote from Anthony Bourdain, where he talked about what it was like being a line cook, and how at the end of the night, when the day was over, everybody was, smoking cigarettes and drinking beers and everything. So Saturday, I'm not a drinker, just so you guys know. I don't drink at all. But on Saturday night, we were at this pub, and Mog looks at me and she goes, let's get a beer. And I said, all right, let's get a beer. And Mel orders an entire pitcher. And I don't drink beer, but that night I drank beer, and it was the best goddamn beer I ever had, because I was surrounded with my peers, and, we were just all celebrating having had a good day. Like all of us took a hit at C2E2. Mog and Mel were, and me, we were all up for the Heroic Awards, and we all lost. So we were all like down, but we came together at the end of the day, and we had a wonderful dinner. We had great conversation. We laughed. We talked. That's what comics is about too. That's another important aspect of comics. So I always root for my peers. I will support everybody when I can, how I can. It's what we do for each other. They're the best. I have the Mighty Avengers number 24, number 25. This is going to go for just $4. Comics is camaraderie. It's not competition, not even a little bit. And just because someone buys one book and doesn't buy another book doesn't matter. People have very, very different buying habits. I can tell you right now, me personally as a buyer, I'm very selective of what I pick out. I don't just buy anything for my collection. I'll buy stuff to flip, to showcase to you guys, but I'm a hard sell. I really am, because my budget's tight. And I want to build out a collection for just me to have, to like retire on, to do whatever I want with. I might sell some of these books on eBay or whatever. So I put money down on some higher grade books and more keys, but it's just sort of like a slow buy, because these books are expensive. And I'm not trying to buy like insanely crazy high stuff, but there are some books that I want to own that I think over time would increase in value due to their scarcity and the fact that they're important, and they're more or less relatively affordable. But one day they're going to be worth like hundreds of dollars. Did you miss the runs? I don't think so. Did you see the Savage Wolverine 1 through 5 for $15? And then I have Mark Waid and Jesus Saez is Doctor Strange for 15. And then I have Daredevil She, number 1 and 2 going for 10. Let me know, Bree. And you're out there too. You're out in Houston, so I hope you're doing okay too with this, with the weather and everything. Oh, and any runs up on top. There was an Action Comics run. There was a Batman Detective Comics you might like, Bree. Detective Comics 817, 818, 819, 826, and 834. This is all going to go for just $10 if you want to grab it. I have G.I. Joe number 245, cover A. That's going to go for $2. I have Snake Eyes number 3. That's going to go for $2. And Snake Eyes number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $4. Frankenstein Alive number 1. That's going to go for $2. Okay, let's pick out some more books here. I have Jim Balance Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, Superstition, number 25. I have another variant of that. Jim Balance did a stellar run on Catwoman. Each of these is going to go for $2. Thief of Thieves 17 is $2. Action Comics 662. 662. 662. 662. Got it. Good luck with everything, Bree. I hope I'll be back on the air tomorrow too. So I'll showcase some of these books again. I have another run here that I feel like a lot of people are not paying attention to. This is a series that people don't really pay much attention to at all. Heath, did you want both tarots for 4 or just the one at 2? And if so, tell me which one. We'll call this A and B. If you want both, it's just 4. If you want one or the other, this is B, this is A. And that series is Excalibur, done by Alan Davis. Is it Alan Davis? Both. Got it. I got you, man. Okay, Chris Claremont writes. Chris Wozniak is the penciler. But this is a series I think a lot of people sleep on this show. And I think we should stop doing that because this is stuff that is about to matter a great deal. So I have Excalibur 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I'm going to do all of it for just $10. $10. You have the Superman Annual number 4, that's $2. Mighty Thor 449, 451, 452, 455. That's going to go for $6. Blood Axe, that's a pretty cool character. This is going to go for $8 for this set. It kind of looks like Red Skull a little bit, doesn't he? He's literally got a red skull. I feel like they could have done a little bit better with the design on that. But still a cool character. Just something to differentiate him from Red Skull. Uncanny X-Men 287, that's $2. 383 is 2. 384 is 2. 385 is 2. 386 is 2. Got some really solid Uncanny X-Men books here going for $2 a pop. We got a late 200 and some late 300s here. And you can grab it all right now for just $10. And these are all giant size books at $10. It's a good deal there. X Factor Shattershot Annual number 7 is $2. I have the Incredible Hulk number 399, 401, 402, 403, 404, 405, and 406. We are going to do all these 2, 4, 6, 7, all 7 at $14. I have the X Factor Annual Shattershot number 7 that's going to go for $2. I have cable 157 and 159. That's going to go for $4. I have Captain America 376, 377, 379, 380, and I'm going to do all 4 of these at $8. Blaze number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $4. I have Daredevil 327, 328, 329, 330, 331, 332, 333, and 334, and 335, and 336. What a stellar mid-300s Daredevil run we got here. That's 2, 4, 6. I think that's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm sticking to 20 on this, guys. That's $2 a book. I think that's a very fair price on these Daredevils. I do not come across much 300s Daredevils when I'm out shopping for books. So these books are kind of harder to track down. And I know if I can't find them in a dollar bin, then that means I'm paying $3 and up per book, you know? And we got about 10 minutes left on the show. I'm going to say 8 minutes because we're supposed to end at 58. We were also supposed to take another commercial break. I guess, Jay, we should probably air one more commercial. Let's do that. We'll be back, and I'll build out the rest of this rack. I'll showcase the FOMO books again, and then we'll close out the show. I'll see you guys in a minute.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
part of the experience.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
Captain America is every day. Captain America saves the mother every day. Yeah. Here you go, Heath. You got it. I serenaded you with Captain America. You weren't expecting that, were you? You're like, expecting it? Hell, I demanded it. All right. Thanks for the books or thanks for the serenade. Captain America 380 is going for $2 right now. Ron Lim on the cover too. All right, I have the Incredible Hulk number 14 from Jason Aaron's run. Number 15. 14 and 15 is 4. I have FF by Mike and Laura Allred. Number 1, number 2, number 3, Math Fraction, Michael and Laura Allred. Number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, and number 12. We're just missing number 11. This is an insane run here. We have essentially 11 comics here. I'm going to do the price at $18. I'll knock 4 off. It would be 22, but I'll knock it down to 18 if someone grabs it. This is something you're going to want. Promise you. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. When are we going to meet up in Chicago? I got the kids this weekend. They kind of want to see you. I was thinking about bringing them out to the city. Maybe we can work something out. Except I don't know how long we would be able to last out there. Because if not, next week works too, man. But I definitely need to see you and want to see you before you leave. We have to arrange a meetup. There's stuff I need to still give you that I didn't last time because I was an idiot. I'm an idiot. Don't do that. All right, I got. I'll hit you up after the show's done. We'll talk. We need to catch up anyway. I got the Thor number 1 annual going for $2. All-Star Batman number 2. I've read the first couple issues of this. And just now, as I was finishing up my latest issue of Detective Comics, I saw an afterword written by Scott Snyder about him writing the series. So when this came out, it was after he had finished his run with Greg Capullo on New 52 Batman. And he was actually thinking about what he wanted to do from there. And he was kind of like, I kind of want to get away from Batman. Man, I might want to get away from comics altogether. But then he went on a vacation with his son. And it was through that vacation that he discovered some other things that he wanted to do with Batman before stepping off, and particularly Two-Face. And he not only got to do that story, but he got to do it with the legendary John Romita Jr. And this is issue 2. And this is typically a $5 book. You can get it right now too. Okay. FF Run is off to Heath. Okay, you're crashing soon? I got it. I'll hit you up tomorrow. All right, I have Batman the Dark Knight 4 and number 5. That's going to go for $4. I have the Batman 13 annual, $2. Superman, the 1995 annual, that's going to go for $2. Superman Man of Steel number 24, 25, 28, and 50. That's going to go for just $8. Doom Patrol number 27, 29, number 30, number 36, number 37, number 39, number 40, and number 44. Hell of a run there. Go 2, 4, 6, 8. $15 on this run here for the Doom Patrols. Doom Patrol! All right, it's 10:58. It looks like I'm done. I'm out of time, guys. All right, I'll be back tomorrow with some more comics for you guys. I'm thinking about a little project Alan and I might work on because he's now done with school. So I need to keep the kid busy tomorrow. So we might actually put together a collection for you, and he might be the one doing the selecting. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and maybe we'll see Alan on here slinging some comics with me in the evening. So we'll be on at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a great night.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.